I'm Michael Link, and welcome to the Depositum, where we explore the depths of Christian theology through AI. Please note the voices ahead are AI generated. We vet each episode but ask that you listen with both faith and reason. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to our continuing series, 12 Men Who Changed the World. Today, we're jumping right into another deep dive, and our mission is to know the apostles better and, through them, Christ.
Right, and today we're zeroing in on two really fascinating figures from the Gospel of John. So we'll be looking at Philip and Nathanael using the Douay-Rheims translation and the Haydock commentary.
Exactly. So imagine being handed news that just completely alters reality, right? You run to tell your smartest friend, and they immediately debunk it with this geographical technicality.
Yeah, it's exactly what happens here. The pacing of this historical moment is just relentless. I mean, Philip, who is a native of Bethsaida, receives this direct commanding invitation from Jesus to simply follow me.
And the impact of that is instantaneous, isn't it?
Oh, completely. Philip is instantly transformed into this zealous inviter. He actually runs to find his friend Nathanael with this really urgent message to just come and see.
Right, but Nathanael famously pushes back with that one well-known question, which is, can anything of good come from Nazareth?
Which sounds a bit harsh to us today, but...
Yeah, but when you read the Haydock commentary on this, you realize Nathanael isn't just some cynical doubter crossing his arms. He's more like a rigorous scholar who just spotted a glaring flaw in the data.
Exactly. His skepticism wasn't malicious at all. It was actually highly educated. He knew the scriptures prophesied that the Messiahs would come from Bethlehem, not Nazareth.
Right, and we should clarify for you listening that Jesus actually was born in Bethlehem, so he perfectly fulfilled that prophecy, even though he spent a good deal of his later life in Nazareth.
Yeah, but Nathanael obviously doesn't have that context yet. He's a man who desperately wants the truth, but he's suddenly confronted with circumstances that seem to completely contradict his lifelong study of the texts.
So Nathanael is armed with this scriptural proof that Nazareth is irrelevant. So how does Jesus disarm a scholar who has the facts on his side? Well, he doesn't argue scripture, he demonstrates something impossible. Let's look at exactly how Jesus responds to this skepticism in John chapter 1, verses 46 through 48.
And Nathanael said to him, "Can anything of good come from Nazareth?" Philip saith to him, "Come and see." Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him, and he saith of him, Behold an Israelite indeed, in whom there is no guile. Nathanael saith to him, Whence knowest thou me? Jesus answered, and said to him, Before that Philip called thee, when thou wast under the fig tree, I saw thee.
Wow. So, I mean, one sentence completely dismantled a lifetime of scholarly skepticism.
It really did.
Because for a rigorous thinker like Nathanael, that pivot from skeptic to believer seems, I don't know, incredibly sudden.
It does seem sudden, yeah, until you look at the mechanism of why it worked. Jesus provided a piece of hard empirical data that instantly outweighed Nathanael's previous scriptural data.
Right, he saw him under the fig tree before Philip even called him.
Exactly. And as the commentary notes, this proved to Nathanael that Jesus knew the absolute truth of things done entirely in private and in his absence. I mean, it is a breathtaking demonstration of Christ's divine omniscience.
That makes perfect sense. For a data-driven mind, seeing is believing, and that awe-inspiring divine sight just dissolves his hesitation.
Right.
It prompts Nathanael's magnificent confession right on the spot. Rabbi, thou art the Son of God, thou art the King of Israel.
What's so fascinating about this encounter is the blueprint it leaves for sincere inquiry. If you notice the Christology here, Jesus focuses entirely on divine omniscience and what theologians call gentle condescension.
Gentle condescension.
Yeah, in modern English, condescension sounds patronizing, but theologically it means God lovingly lowering himself to our human level to help us understand. He doesn't rebuke Nathanael's doubt at all.
No, he actually praises his sincerity, calling him guileless, which means he lacks deceit or any hidden agenda.
Exactly. Sincere inquiry leads to truth. Christ warmly receives and rewards those who seek him without hypocrisy. Nathanael's honest question didn't disqualify him. It became the exact stepping stone to the very first great apostolic confession.
It really reframes how we might view our own uncertainties. When we approach the unknown, the text asks if we are doing it with that same guileless honesty, seeking truth rather than just trying to win an argument.
Which is a huge challenge for anyone.
It is, and it leaves us with this final thought. If Christ's divine omniscience sees and welcomes you, even in your most private, hidden moments of doubt under your own fig tree, how might that change the courage with which you pursue the ultimate truth today?